Tonight, BC's wildfire crisis turns a corner after days of devastation. In the Okanagan, dry, windy weather lets up.
Things are looking better.
While in Shuswap, entire blocks burned down.
It was like a war zone.
In the north, a new timeline on when evacuees can go home to Yellowknife.
At least 2 weeks, maybe 3.
But danger still lurks in other communities. Plus, Spain wins it all at the Women's World Cup.
Here she comes, 1-0 Spain.
A thrilling final, then the fiesta.
CTV National News with Sandy Ronaldo.
Good evening. Cautious optimism tonight in BC's 4-day battle with destructive wildfires. The fire chief saying the situation is finally looking better. It's because the weather is cooperating in the Okanagan for now, but hundreds of firefighters still face challenges and is taking a toll.
Sorry, it's been a long few days. There's people out there working 36, 48-hour shifts, and they take an absolute beating.
In the Shuswap region, significant destruction after 2 explosive fires merged into one. There are 382 active wildfires in BC, 14 considered a threat. NASA's map shows the hot zones in BC and the Northwest Territories. We have several reports, beginning with CTV's Penny Daflos in the Shuswap region.
The entire area around Shuswap Lake is smothered in a thick blanket of smoke and eerily quiet without the sound of helicopters.
Those are good pilots, and their crew safety is vital. So the minute they're legally able to fly, I know they will.
The visibility has been far too poor, so municipal crews have been rushing to help fight what's become a mega fire after 2 merged, spreading across Shuswap Lake, jumping the highway and continuing to burn.
It's 41,000 hectares now. It is in amongst the homes.
Some have been lost on the north side, and a few people have ignored the evacuation order to avoid losing theirs.
So everybody that's out here working with us all has experience in this industry, or has some kind of experience that we can rely on to protect the structures.
A handful of Talana Bay residents have worked with firefighters to save all but one home, while Scotch Creek has been decimated.
It was like a war zone. It just looked like something you'd watch on a movie.
Daryl Knob is just south and east of the fire and waiting to see if the cooler weather holds.
We're ready to go.
They're basically stuck here unless their lives are threatened.
Notch Hill is under evacuation alert, and this family is doing what they can to protect their home and their 3rd-generation dairy farm.
They have to be milked twice a day. It's not like beef cattle, load them in a trailer and go.
They are covered in ash, as is the whole Shuswap region.
Salmon Arm is about 20 kilometers from the complex, but there is a lot of ash even in this area. It is coating absolutely everything. It is all over the ground. Some of the pieces are pretty significant.
Blockades are keeping the public well away after what's now known as the Bush Creek East Complex fire roared 20 kilometers in half a day.
We're not going to keep them out of their homes and properties 1 minute longer than we have to.
But they're not taking any chances, with serious injuries avoided so far, despite the ferocity of those flames. Penny Daflos, CTV News, Salmon Arm.
Fire crews have made major gains in the Okanagan, with extra help arriving and the weather on side. Some evacuation orders were lifted late today. Still, 30,000 people were forced to flee and have no idea whether they have homes to go back to. CTV's Alyssa Thibault reports from Kelowna.
Quickly and without warning, this spot fire sparked up dangerously close to homes and a strip mall outside the evacuation zone in West Kelowna. Fire crews were on it fast, taking no chances. A small example of the huge effort to tackle the McDougall Creek wildfire happening behind roadblocks.
Just regular people step up to be warriors, to protect their villages, protect their neighbors. And, there's people out there working 36, 48-hour shifts, and they take an absolute beating.
With calmer winds, officials say they're finally moving forward. Some 500 firefighting personnel are now working through Kelowna, West Kelowna and Lake Country. But it's too early for most residents to return.
Some of you have lost your homes. There's no question about that. but most of you have survived. There are lots of backyards where the fire has come right to your patio furniture, and it's been stopped there because of the work of the 500 people that are on the ground fighting it.
At this evacuation centre, it's a desperate wait for information. Heather Schneider is deaf and spoke with us through an interpreter.
We have quickly put some vital things together, important stuff, and then we were told to leave.
Her home is in Lake Country. She last saw her property Friday night on her neighbour's webcam with flames and firefighters in her yard.
Oh, I got a hydrant, but I haven't hooked up to it. So.
But there's no telling if the home is still standing.
We don't know. We have no idea what's going on.
Other evacuees tell us they've slept in their cars and on blow-up mattresses. Carla knows her home is safe. She can still access her doorbell camera.
Just seeing the fire kind of creep up to your backyard and see a firefighter run in, grab your hose and put it out right in front of your eyes. It's pretty difficult.
The incredibly thick smoke means that helicopters and water tankers weren't able to get in the air today. Crews have been focusing their efforts instead on the ground. Looking ahead to tomorrow, there is some rain in the forecast, but that also brings the possibility for thunderstorms. Alyssa Thibault, CTV News, Kelowna.
Prime Minister Justin Trudeau today approved BC's request for federal help to the fire zone, including military deployment. It comes as the province again warned residents about the health risks associated with poor air quality. Here's CTV's Ben Milger on the danger that still looms.
Over several days, high winds fanned the flames of large wildfires across British Columbia, driving them into communities and forcing people to flee as buildings burned.
This cold front fueled a lot of existing fires, and it ended up, the existing fires showed very aggressive and vigorous fire activity. Lots of fire activity that were not safe for our crews to go in front of.
Firefighters are optimistic the worst of the wind may be over for now, allowing crews to take advantage of slightly cooler conditions to get in front of some of the fires that continue to threaten communities. The federal government has promised ongoing assistance in the firefight and the long recovery ahead.
We're there with Canadian Armed Forces resources. We're active in coordinating with regional and local governments to make sure people are safe, make sure we're doing everything to protect lives and property.
Canada Task Force 1, a heavy urban search and rescue team seen here training in Vancouver, has been deployed to hard-hit West Kelowna for rapid damage assessments.
This group is a powerhouse. They possess technical expertise that we desperately need in a number that will allow us to get out on the ground quickly and safely.
Roughly 30,000 British Columbians remain out of their homes, with tens of thousands more on evacuation alert. And this unprecedented fire season remains far from over.
We have all of our predictive services team members working and our meteorologists working to prepare us for what comes next, but we're looking at this day by day.
With close to 400 wildfires burning across the province, the smoke has much of southern BC under air quality advisories, and vulnerable people are being warned to limit their time outdoors. Ben Milger, CTV News, Vancouver.
Now in the Northwest Territories, more military personnel have joined the front lines of the fight. The flames, once threatening Yellowknife, seem to be holding steady. The capital's safe unless the weather heats up. But communities like Hay River, 5 hours away, are still not out of danger. And that is where we find CTV's Bill Fortier.
Outside Hay River, haunting images tell the story of a frantic escape when the town was evacuated last week. And with the wildfire still threatening the community, sprinkler lines have been set up to protect homes on the outskirts of town.
We're sitting in a state of status quo in terms of status right now.
In Yellowknife, officials say a patient died while being prepped for a transfer out, but few details are being provided.
This was an expected death. However, I want to send my personal condolences to his family as they grieve during this difficult time.
And for the first time, some suggested, though non-specific, timelines for when people might be able to return home.
We still need to be prepared to be a little bit longer. I would say at least 2 weeks, maybe 3, depending on the situation.
Until then, evacuees are taking shelter, many in Alberta and Manitoba.
Maybe save a few.
One Edmonton homeowner is hosting 5 households, all extended family, including pets.
Just letting everybody know that we love them and they can stay as long as they need to be here. It's comfortable, you know, there's a lot of love and support, and we're grateful for that.
And more positive developments on the fire near the capital. Officials say it's now unlikely to reach the outskirts of town today or tomorrow, but it's still far too early to claim victory.
This fire's taking a nap. It's going to wake up, and we still got a serious situation to handle here.
There has been some rain over the past couple of days, but there's none in the forecast for here in Hay River or the Yellowknife area for the next week. So firefighters won't be getting any help from nature. Sandy.
CTV's Bill Fortier. South of the BC border in Washington state, 3 large and terrifying fires are burning out of control in the interior. The unrelenting flames causing thousands to flee and killing at least 1 person. More than 200 homes and businesses have burned to the ground. The fire started Friday, with the whole state now under an inferno alert as the flames keep spreading. Well, the fires will not get help from catastrophic rains expected to pummel Southern California. A state of emergency is in effect as Tropical Storm Hilary unleashes dangerous flash flooding and landslides. The quick-moving storm pushed into the state after pounding Baja, Mexico. Rain now picking up in Los Angeles and inundating parts of the Southwest. Roads are closed as rivers rise. Residents have been warned to stay home in places like Malibu and Palm Springs. As if that wasn't enough, a 5.1 magnitude earthquake struck California just as the storm hit.
Our studio is shaking right now, so not only are we dealing with a tropical storm, but it appears we're now dealing with an earthquake.
The quake was followed by a series of aftershocks. Officials don't believe the quake has anything to do with the first tropical storm to hit California in 25 years. Major setback for Vladimir Putin's pet space project. Russia's first mission to the moon in decades has come crashing down. A pilotless robot lander slammed into the lunar surface after Moscow lost communication with the module. It happened as the spacecraft fired an engine in preparation for a pre-landing orbit. Monday's moon landing was touted as a big step forward for Russia in the space race. Well, the race for sporting supremacy in women's world soccer has a winner. After 64 games over 32 days across 9 host cities, there is a new world champion.
Here she comes from one of the players of the tournament. Spain's captain strikes them in front.
Spain scored just a single goal in today's match, but it was all the team needed to clinch a 1-0 victory over England. It's the first Women's World Cup trophy for Spain, and as CTV's Rahim Ladani tells us, the celebration stretches from Sydney to Barcelona.
As the women's squads from Spain and England walked onto the pitch in Sydney, more than 75,000 fans packed into the stadium to witness the Women's World Cup final.
Carmona's providing the overlap. Here she comes. 1-0 Spain.
Just 28 minutes into the match, Spain's captain, Olga Carmona, found the back of the net. In Barcelona, Spanish fans watched intently, fully understanding the significance of the moment. This woman says, "We are realizing that women's football is also relevant, that we women are also here to make history."
And Spain are the champions of the world!
And with the final whistle, history was made. Spain winning its first ever Women's World Cup trophy. It's a triumphant finish despite a near mutiny last year, when 15 players said they were stepping away from the national team due to their mental health and the lack of a professional environment.
We've always talked about how much women's football has improved over the last 5 to 10 years, and the Spanish have shown that their league and the progress of professional football in Spain.
The match was briefly interrupted when a protester ran onto the pitch wearing an anti-Putin t-shirt and the words "Free Ukraine" on the back. Meanwhile, the Lionesses failed to bring a World Cup back to England for the first time since the men won it in 1966. While their wait will go on, support in the United Kingdom remains strong.
Not the result we wanted,
but we are still proud of those Lionesses. They've taken the game forward in this country more than anyone could ever believe.
This year's Women's World Cup set a new record, with more than 1.9 million people attending the tournament in person in Australia. An impressive turnout considering neither Olympic champions Canada or South American powerhouse Brazil advanced past the group stage. The next Women's World Cup will be played in 2027, and the host country will be named next summer. Raheem Ladani, CTV News, Toronto.
And for more than 70 years, Canada's oldest thoroughbred horse race was known as the Queen's Plate. But with a new monarch comes a new name, and this afternoon, a royal winner.
A prince becomes the king. Paramount Prince wins the 164th King's Plate.
Canadian-bred 3-year-old Paramount Prince was the king of the field of 17, going wire to wire to claim the $1 million King's Plate at Woodbine Racetrack in Toronto. It is the first leg of the Canadian Triple Crown. Still ahead, anger at the American president.
We don't need you. Don't come here.
Why some Hawaiians don't want Joe Biden to visit. Plus, how a BC boy is using lemons to save lives. A deadly highway collision in northeast Pakistan has killed 20 people and injured more than a dozen. This passenger bus crashed into a van carrying fuel and burst into flames early this morning. More than 40 people, including women and children, were on board. Officials are using DNA to test and identify the dead. Spanish officials believe fast-moving wildfires on Tenerife, a popular tourist island, were started deliberately. The fierce flames, described as the worst in decades, are raging out of control. And a massive inferno is burning on a Greek island south of the mainland. More than a dozen villages have been evacuated. Now, U.S. President Joe Biden is hours away from arriving in Maui to comfort survivors of last weekend's destructive fires. He may not receive a warm welcome. There is anger over the island's failure to alert residents to the emergency.
We don't need you. Don't come here.
Biden's visit comes 3 days after Maui's top emergency management official resigned, standing firm on the decision to not sound sirens. 114 people died. And the television world has lost a beloved actor.
I haven't had a happy life.
Ron Cephas Jones was a veteran of both stage and screen, best known for his work on the hit show This Is Us, for which he won 2 Emmys. Jones suffered from pulmonary disease and recently had a double lung transplant. He was 66 years old. Time for a short break. Still ahead, the buzz around pollinators. Some environmentally minded people in Saskatoon are helping to promote urban biodiversity. They are creating habitats for birds, butterflies, and bees to pollinate. And that's important, as CTV's John Flatters explains.
What started as a small initiative with a group of gardeners is taking root in Saskatoon.
We started in 2021, the spring, and this year we registered our 101st pollinator paradise, and so that's quite a milestone.
To be an official pollinator paradise, you need at least 15 native plants, one that supports caterpillars, at least one pollen or nectar producer, a source of water, and no use of pesticides. But Blythe says the reward is worth the effort.
You just get to watch and observe and enjoy what's happening and see all the life that comes in. And I think it is like we are restoring part of the native ecosystem, and we are also making a good connection ourselves with the land.
The initiative has caught the attention of university researchers studying the benefits and challenges of bringing more green space to cities.
So what we really want is to bring back nature to cities. And of course, doing that also is going to work towards adaptation to climate change, towards more resilient cities, and towards more healthy environments.
And members are inspiring their neighbors to join in.
I think it's been good, and it's sort of creeping around. There's another pollinator paradise over there, which wasn't there a year ago. So, it's happening gradually.
Blythe says while there's some work to put in at the start, these plants will continue to grow each season without costly trips to the garden store. John Flatter, CTV News, Saskatoon.
After the break.
If you're making pink lemonade, you also add cranberry juice.
A young boy turns the sadness in his life into a sweet recipe for success. We leave you tonight with the story of an 8-year-old boy who reminds us of a motto to live by. When life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. CTV's Adam Sawatsky now on the little philanthropist who's honoring his dad by helping others.
After months of asking his mom,
"Can I have a lemonade stand?"
and her saying just wait till after winter,
"It's too cold outside."
Anders Yee finally got the go-ahead to set up his stand.
If you're making pink lemonade, you also add cranberry juice.
But rather than expressing some sort of entrepreneurial spirit,
he goes, "I want to raise money for charity."
The 8-year-old was wanting some way to give back.
Because I want to help other people.
Susanna Yee says her son has benefited from the Canucks Autism Network because he's on the spectrum, and the Victoria Hospitals Foundation because he spent 35 days in the NICU.
There's not enough money to give back.
Which is why, after donating $21 from his stand over spring break, Anders asked his mom if he could raise even more this summer.
I wanted to save a life.
You wanted to save a life?
Mm-hmm.
You see, this week marks a year since Anders witnessed the loss of his dad's life from a brain aneurysm.
I thought doing a stand in memory of his dad is a way of the healing process.
Susanna says Kevin was always giving to others, and supporting their boy's inherent desire to be generous is a way of keeping that legacy alive.
We all go through a grieving period, but at the same time, you've got to continue to live.
So the little boy set a big goal of $100.
Wow. Very unexpected.
Before raising more than $1,000.
I'm very impressed about what happened.
But then, after his story was broadcast across the country, viewers were inspired to donate $1,000 more, bringing Anders' total to $2,234.
I'm feeling proud. I saved a lot of lives.
Which is why Anders is now planning to sell lemonade in honor of his dad every year.
I know my husband is looking down and he's smiling down on us and saying, "Good job."
Adam Sawatsky, CTV News, Saanich.
That's our newscast for this Sunday. Thank you for sharing your weekend with us. I'm Sandy Ronaldo. Omar is here Monday. Have a good night. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.